Have you ever had that moment when you're talking to someone and suddenly feel like you're speaking different languages? As an INFJ, you might know this all too well. Today, we're uncovering the 5 personality types that leave you scratching your head and wondering, are we even from the same planet? But here's the twist. One of these types might surprise you. It's not just about identifying challenges. It's about growing and thriving in your relationships. Ready to turn those awkward interactions into opportunities for connection? Let's dive in and explore how you can navigate these tricky waters with grace and understanding. Before we start, please hit the like button, comment, and subscribe so you won't miss any of our weekly deep dives into the world of personality types. And if you are looking to achieve a deeper understanding of yourself and your personality type, click the link in the comments to take our favorite free personality test. The Fab 5. Meet your INFJ Nemesis. Being an INFJ is like being a mind reader in a world of small talk. You're picking up on everyone's emotions, decoding hidden meanings, and suddenly feeling overwhelmed by it all. INFJs often find themselves in a unique predicament. You're wired to understand people on a deep level, but that same wiring can make certain personalities feel like kryptonite to our souls. It's about fundamental clashes in how we perceive and interact with the world. Imagine walking into a room and immediately sensing the emotional undercurrents. While others are chatting about the weather, you're practically drowning in unspoken tensions and desires. It's exhausting, right? And when you try to express these insights, you're often met with blank stares or dismissive comments. This disconnect can take a serious toll on an INFJ's well-being. We're talking about emotional burnout, self-doubt, and that nagging feeling of being an alien dropped onto the wrong planet. Research shows personality compatibility plays a huge role in our relationships and overall life satisfaction. But here's the silver lining. Understanding these personality clashes can be a game changer. It's like finally getting the user manual for your unique operating system. Once you know why certain types push your buttons, you can develop strategies to navigate those interactions without losing your mind or your authenticity. So, who are these INFJ kryptonite personalities? You've probably encountered them all. The loud extrovert thinks you just need to come out of your shell. Then there's the cold logical type who dismisses your intuitive insights. And don't forget the superficial small talk enthusiasts. But what if there's an unexpected way to turn these challenges into strengths? Type 1. Small talk sharks, the superficial extrovert. Picture this. You're at a crowded party, cornered by someone enthusiastically discussing the latest weather patterns. As your energy plummets, your chatty companion becomes more animated with each passing minute. For INFJs, this constant stream of surface-level chatter can feel like trying to quench your thirst with a thimble of water. You're craving depth and genuine connection while they happily skim the surface. It's not just a difference in preference, it's hardwired into your brains. Research shows that introverts and extroverts process social interactions differently. While extroverts get a dopamine boost from every bit of small talk, your brain is working overtime to find deeper meaning. It's like you're playing chess while they're enjoying tic-tac-toe. This clash can leave INFJs feeling drained, misunderstood, and even resentful. You might find yourself desperately searching for an escape route or mentally rehearsing excuses to leave early. The emotional toll can be significant, leading to isolation even in a crowded room. But don't worry, there's hope in navigating these choppy social waters. Try this. Ask open-ended questions, inviting deeper sharing when stuck in small talk. This simple shift can help steer conversations toward more meaningful topics, even in settings prioritizing surface-level chatter. Type 2. The Puppet Masters, Control Freaks. You're an INFJ, bursting with creative ideas and a deep desire for meaningful connections. But suddenly, you find yourself in a relationship where every decision is dictated by someone else. Control freaks aren't just neat freaks with color-coded closets. Their need for order often stems from deep-seated insecurities and a desperate attempt to find stability in an unpredictable world. They're trying to wrangle chaos into submission, one spreadsheet at a time. Now, drop an INFJ into this rigid world. With their love for creative freedom and need for autonomy, INFJs quickly feel suffocated under the weight of someone else's expectations. It's like trying to squeeze a square peg into a round hole. It just doesn't fit. This clash plays out in all sorts of ways. At work, an INFJ's brilliant, unconventional idea gets shot down by a micromanaging boss. A controlling partner tries to dictate an INFJ's social life or career choices in relationships. The emotional toll on INFJs can be huge. They often feel their intuition and creativity are being stifled, leading to frustration and self-doubt. It's like having your wings clipped just as you're ready to soar. But here's a key strategy for INFJs. Set clear boundaries. Communicate your needs calmly but firmly. Remember, it's okay to say no and carve out space for your own growth. Understanding the psychology behind controlling behavior can be a game changer. It's not about you, it's about their need for stability. With this insight, INFJs can navigate these challenging relationships with more empathy and assertiveness. Type 3. Perfection hunters. When critics meet INFJs. You've just poured your heart into a project, carefully crafting every detail. Then, someone comes along and starts picking it apart, critiquing everything. Sound familiar? For INFJs, this isn't just annoying, it's emotionally draining. We're talking about people who live and breathe criticism, always looking for the next flaw to fix. They might think they're helping, but for an INFJ, it feels like a personal attack on their vision and values. Here's where it gets tricky. INFJs often have perfectionist tendencies, which can amplify the impact of external criticism. You might find yourself second-guessing that presentation you've been working on for weeks, or questioning your ability to write that novel you've always dreamed about. This constant barrage of criticism doesn't just hurt your feelings, it can actually mess with your creativity and motivation. When we're constantly under the microscope, our self-esteem takes a hit, and our anxiety levels skyrocket. For INFJs, who thrive on creative expression and meaningful work, this can be particularly devastating. So, how do you keep your creative spark alive when faced with these relentless critics? It's all about setting boundaries and creating a support system. Surround yourself with people who appreciate your unique perspective and value your contributions. Remember, not all feedback is created equal. Learn to filter out the noise and focus on constructive criticism that actually helps you grow. Type 4. Reality check. INFJs versus practical realists. You're in a meeting buzzing with excitement as you share your groundbreaking idea for a community outreach program. But before you can even finish, Karen from accounting cuts in with a cold, "That's not in the budget." Sound familiar? With their spreadsheets and risk assessments, these realists keep things running smoothly. However, for INFJs, dealing with them can feel like explaining colors to someone who only sees them in black and white. Your innovative solutions get shot down with, "That's never been done before," or "We don't have the resources." It's enough to make you doubt your own creativity. But here's the thing, this clash isn't just frustrating, it can be incredibly productive. INFJs excel at creative problem solving, while practical thinkers are masters of execution. It's like pairing a visionary architect with a skilled builder. So, how can INFJs bridge this gap? Try backing up your intuitive leaps with solid data. When presenting ideas, frame them regarding potential benefits and realistic implementation steps. For example, "Our outreach is stagnant. My idea could boost engagement significantly. Here's how we can start small and scale up." Remember, being open to feedback doesn't mean abandoning your vision. It's about bringing that vision into reality, combining INFJ creativity with practical know-how. When you strike that balance, magic happens. Type 5. The energy vampires, Narcissists. Picture this. You're pouring your heart out to someone, sharing your deepest fears and dreams, only to realize they're scrolling through their phone, barely listening. That's the emotional gut punch INFJs often experience when dealing with narcissists. It's like trying to fill an emotional black hole. No matter how much you give, it's never enough. Narcissists are master manipulators, always making every conversation about themselves. They're emotional vampires, draining empathetic INFJs who crave deep connections. Here's the kicker. Narcissists see your empathy as an all-access pass to their narcissistic supply, the constant admiration and attention they need to feel important. INFJs, your ability to see the best in people can be your Achilles heel. You might make excuses for their behavior, thinking they just need more understanding. But trust me, no amount of understanding will fill that narcissistic void. Watch out for this red flag. If you consistently feel emotionally drained after spending time with someone, your intuition might be trying to tell you something. Remember, your ability to pick up on subtle emotional cues is a superpower. If something feels off, it probably is. So, how can INFJs protect themselves from these emotional energy vampires? Start by trusting your intuition and setting firm boundaries. Prioritizing your emotional well-being is not selfish. It's necessary for survival in a world that often misunderstands your depth and sensitivity. As we wrap up our journey through the INFJ maze of relationships, remember that understanding these personality clashes is your key to personal growth and deeper connections. Your unique INFJ perspective is a strength, not a weakness. Embracing it while navigating challenging interactions is like developing your own emotional GPS. Self-awareness and emotional intelligence are powerful tools for building inner strength. Engaging with supportive communities can be transformative. Resources like the INFJ Epic Life Formula offer valuable insights for enhancing your relationship skills. Your sensitivity equips you to create meaningful connections in a noisy world. Join our community and share your experiences. Embrace your INFJ potential and let your light shine. If you want to continue the journey to understanding yourself or an INFJ in your life, click on the next video, where we continue to unlock the secrets of the INFJ personality type.